Message from the Blessed Virgin. Plane attacks on New York. Russian jets in the Middle East. Mary, the Mother of God, appears to the seer during the group's prayer time and begins to transmit inner images to her. Let us read the message. A small group of flying geese passes by in the sky. Mary now shows the seer the Statue of Liberty in New York several times from different perspectives. Jets are flying around it and water is splashing up against it. Threats are approaching from different directions, threats to the city of New York. Now a large, wide military aircraft with a large cargo hold in dark colors appears and a dark figure approaches from the side. It is somewhat reminiscent of the mountain colossus from the never-ending story, a huge man made of stone or a giant robot made of dark metal. All in all, it is a dark, towering threat. Mary now comes even closer. In her size and grace, she is very quiet. It feels like she was a very quiet and reserved woman. She was a discreet person with a very graceful, soft and loving heart. She stands next to the seer and looks into the distance. In other words, she looks into the future together with the seer. Mary and the seer fly over a mountain landscape. A tremor occurs there. An earthquake or a detonation. The earth shakes. A jet has dropped a bomb. The jet flies over a hilly landscape, over many small hills or a small mountain range. It seems to be in the Middle East, like Iran or Iraq. No desert, hardly any sand. A relatively modern jet flies in from the other direction. It flies briefly a little lower and then up again, leaving a trail of smoke behind it that is supposed to represent a flag with a bright blue, white in the middle and finally red. Mary shows the seer the German visionary Manuela Strack from Sievernich. She holds up a torch and looks extremely determined. She holds her torch with zeal and clarity, much like the Statue of Liberty. Many people follow the light that Manuela provides. The vision switches back to a jet launching a missile. An elongated projectile flying straight ahead and another jet with several devices for rapid firing, like a machine gun. The seer thinks of Russian jets in the Middle East. The image of jets firing long, horizontally flying missiles is repeated. About the length of an arm or a little smaller. The perspective changes, and now one can see the jets flying in the sky from the ground. They are groups of 3. They are all flying in the same direction, and they are coming from the same direction. They fly along together. Then Mary says goodbye with the sign of the cross.